You're listening to Snippets from the Summit with your host, Scott McKay.
All right, how's it going, gentlemen? This is your main man, Scott McKay, coming at you again with another Snippet from the Summit as part of the Mountaintop podcast from X&Y Communications. Listen, gentlemen, if you want more of something in your life, you have to be an active agent in creating it. Now, I know that sounds obvious, especially on the surface, but the truth is most men, especially in this day and age, really are passive. And with any manly pursuit, sitting around waiting for someone to act on your behalf, waiting for someone to give you what you want, is rarely, if ever, going to work. Gentlemen, it's almost as if you need an entrepreneurial spirit for all areas of life, not just the obvious one, which is in business. That means whatever it is that you want to do, you have to be the one who goes out and makes it happen. Now, I know that sounds incredibly trite and banal, like you've heard it 1,000 times, but I'm going to put a new twist on it today. And let me start by giving you a few examples. It can be as simple as you love the idea of surfing. Every surfing video you've ever seen has captured your imagination, and you'd love to learn. Well, if you live in Kansas, that's probably never going to happen unless you go on an extended vacation somewhere where there's some surf. You need to move to the beach. That's it. Or let me give you a little bit more of an accessible example. You love good food and you're sick of eating processed crap. Well, gentlemen, you're going to have to learn to cook using fresh ingredients and learning how to prepare food properly. Or let's say you love comedy and you feel better when you laugh. And you know women love a man who can make them laugh. Well, you're not going to learn how to master the art of humor by accident or by osmosis. You're going to have to actively go learn. You can learn the art of being funny by taking improv classes locally, many of which are free in many cities. Now, these are all pretty simple examples, but the whole principle works even for more advanced goals. When I was a kid and I was racing BMX, I wanted to ride for a factory team. Well, I met that goal. How did I do it? I created the factory team as an adult and rode for it. Similarly, I wanted to be a published author. Well, I could have gone around peddling my book to a bunch of publishing houses, hoping they would give me a few cents on the dollar once they actually published the book, but that's not what I did. I founded a publishing house, and now I publish my own books, and frankly, books for other people as well. And yes, gentlemen, the principle I'm talking about here also works when it comes to getting better with women. I've lost count of how many men complain they can't get any women to go out with them, but who also haven't met any lately, let alone even asked any of them out. Gentlemen, you have to go where women are, and when you see them, you have to talk to them. Treat it as practice first. If you're not quite ready for that, go to meetup groups or time left dinners until you get more comfortable talking with people in general. How you get the ball rolling is up to you, but you indeed have to take action. You can't sit around and be passive. You can't live in your parents' basement playing video games with Cheeto fingers and expect your woman to come walking through that door. I've talked about that before on these podcast episodes, and it's worth bringing up again. Gentlemen, if you want more of something in your life, you have to be an agent in creating it. No one's going to give it to you. You have to go out and get it for yourself. And the good news is, so many men are passive nowadays that whether we're talking about business, your personal hobbies, whatever pursuits you have in mind, and yes, getting the girl, you have less competition than ever, once again, because most men indeed are passive. A lot of men have even given up. Don't fall into that trap yourself, gentlemen. Do what men do. Step up, take action, get what you want. Want to talk about this or anything else? Scott at mountaintoppodcast.com. Be good out there.
As always, visit mountaintoppodcast.com for more.